Welcome back, Financial Issues. I'm Dan Celia. It is great to be here. By the way, we have Marji Hughes with us. Marji Hughes is the Chief Operating Officer for Christian Community Credit Union. And it's been a very long time since Marji has been on the air with us. And we're so grateful that she is here. And we want to make sure that on a very regular basis that we keep CCCU, Christian Community Credit Union, in front of everybody. This is a time, if some of the experts are right and the economy is growing, it is an economy of, we are still in a place where we have needs. We're always going to have to buy a car or get a mortgage or refinance or things like that. And I want personally, Christian Community Credit Union to be the first place you think of, because we want to be dealing with those biblically responsible institutions. So we're very excited to be doing that with Christian Community Credit Union. Marji, welcome.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Sure, it's
good
great
to see you.
It's great to see you. It's great that you're able to be with us. Tell us some of the things that our Christian communities focus for upcoming for 2021 and beyond.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. As you all know, in the economy, it's keeping us very, very busy in the mortgage lending area. Mm-hmm. We have a very large pipeline of loans that we're managing because rates are so historically low. And what we do at the credit union that makes us unique, not only is being a credit union unique and how we can serve our members, but what we do is we're able to really personalize our loan products and our opportunities for our members. And we do so from a Christian perspective. So our goal is not to put our members in debt. We think of debt as a tool. And as we educate and we partner with organizations like yours, Dan, that tool becomes very evident to our members. So that's really what we're doing today. We're helping members get out of loans with high interest and high fees, and we're moving them into lower interest loans with lower interest fees and just lower fees, and just really helping them be better stewards so that they have their resources available to advance God's kingdom.
You know, one of the things, Marji, that I see here all the time are people that have bought a car, have refinanced with you, or has other business with CCCU. And they always say, oh my gosh, it was the greatest experience. Mm-hmm. And not only that, I had one person say to me on the air one time, he said, not only were they great to deal with, but I had some questions and I called back and I talked to the same person. You know, yeah. I mean, we are so conditioned in our mind to think, well, that person told me this, but I'll never hear from them again, or I'll never be able to get to them again, or whatever. But this is, CCCU is banking the way that it used to be back in the, 60s and 70s. And it is, the difference is obviously the Christian perspective and the Christian worldview, as opposed to others. And members of Christian Community Credit Union, they're really the stockholders of the credit union.
Absolutely.
And everything they do is done for the benefit of the other stockholders. So it is such a blessing. And I know that, as we focus on refinancing, so many people refinancing mortgages, reducing maybe the time that they have on a mortgage, hopefully, and at a lower rate. And that's the beauty of these lower rates. We're able to do that.
Absolutely.
So are you seeing a lot of that? A lot of people refi for that reason?
Yep. We have a larger pipeline of 15 and 20-year loans than we've ever had.
Oh, wow.
And our rates are at the lowest they've ever been for a 15 and 20-year loan. Yesterday's rate for, I think, our 15 was 2.625.
Yeah, wow.
Which is just unheard of.
It is.
And
yes,
members can afford it. And it's just fantastic when we can put them in a loan that gets them out of their mortgage debt 15 years early. It's such a neat feeling. It's such a wonderful thing we're able to do.
That is great.
Yeah.
I would point out, if you're watching, you see Margie's window and it's dark outside.
It
Because
is.
she is joining us at very early morning here, I'm sure,
Yeah.
for her to be
I'm sure
about
you
her business.
probably also see my background with a few household items I should have moved off my table.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Apologize for that.
But it's great that you've joined us. What are some of the things that Christian Community Credit Union is? Oh, let me just point this out because this is really important. People don't realize. You know that when you get a mortgage, folks, or a car loan or anything, banks package them up and they sell them. They sell them to mortgage securitizers that are doing some securitizing of these loans and packaging them up for various products that can be sold on Wall Street and such. Or they are just selling them to bigger banks that want to manage this risk or whatever. And they can move on to continue to sell those. They're mortgage brokers. They look like a bank. They smell like a bank. They walk like a bank, but they're mortgage brokers so many times. Christian Community Credit Unions keeps their mortgages. I don't want to say all of them, but probably 98%, 99%.
Yeah, we do.
So, and you keep them for their lifetime.
We do.
Yeah.
We have to have an outlet for asset liability where we have to sell a few here and there.
Sure.
But the majority of our mortgage loans we keep in our portfolio. Absolutely, 100%.
So are all your loans like that, car loans and others?
No, it's typically just our mortgage loans that we end up having to sell. We do portfolio all of our vehicle loans, credit cards, and those types of loans we keep on our books as well.
So the way banking used to work, folks, is you would put your money in there as a savings account, and the banks would use that money to help the farmer buy a seed for planting. And when he had his harvest, money would come back to the bank and so on and so forth. That's the way it was supposed to work. It's the way it has meant to work. And Christian Community Credit Union is doing that. It's such a wonderful thing.
We are.
And we
are.
appreciate
We're helping
that.
ministries and members as well.
And you're growing, aren't you?
We are.
Yeah.
We are leaps and bounds right now. This time last year, we were about 600 and some odd million. We're over 800 million now.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really so excited to see what we can do to advance God's kingdom through our growth.
That is great.
The scale. Yeah, it's really exciting.
You know, and I would say too that for a credit union, 800 million, getting over that billion mark soon. That's a big credit union.
It is.
That's a big credit union. And so just to put that in perspective. So what a wonderful thing. What do you have to do? One of the things that we run across, Margie, all the time is, well, they're in California and I'm in, Kansas. What do I do? I mean, has that been a terrible hurdle for people to get over? I don't think it has been, but maybe it has.
No, it really hasn't. One of the unique things about the credit union industry is, unlike banks, we partner with each other. And several years ago, probably 25 plus years ago, several credit unions, including us, partnered with other credit unions to allow our members to go into other credit union branches. It's called the Co-op Network. There's now over 30,000 branches that our members can walk in all over the country and do the exact same level of business you would do walking into one of our local branches. So it has not been a deterrent to growth. We have members all over the nation. We actually have members all over the world because we serve so many ministries. But it is a great tool. It continues to grow. So if you find that you cannot find a location, really easy to locate one on our website, mycccu.com, and you just put in your zip code, and it's going to show you a whole lot of locations near your zip code within your home. So it's pretty easy to get to a branch.
Now, let me just say this because we've had people make this mistake, that the co-op is not where you're opening your accounts.
Correct.
Your
where you
accounts have to be, people say, well, you told, because I had somebody call once to say, well, you told me that their CD rate was such and such. This was probably a year or so ago. And, I went in there and they don't have it and I can't get that and I don't know what to do. And I said, and I was a little confused. You know, I
Sure.
went into a co-op, or one of the branches near me. I knew it was a co-op because of where they lived. And I had to explain to her that you don't really have CCCU. You have whatever that particular credit union was offering. So be very careful, folks. mycccu.com or .org? .com.
.com.
And you can go to financialissues.org and just click on CCCU, and you'll get to the right people, and you can get those accounts set up.
Absolutely.
Marji, I hope that you will alert us as to things that may be really good for our listeners that we might need to take advantage of as we move forward. And we can do that. Certainly when you mention that 15-year rate of refinance on a mortgage, folks, don't go any. I mean, why would you go somewhere else? I'm not being critical of any other place, but why? Just go to where you know you're going to deal with the same people. They're going to hold your loan. You can go back to them and pick the phone up and call and get questions answered. It's the only way to do it. I hope you'll go. Financialissues.org, Christian Community Credit logo. You'll see it there. You'll see it in our newsletter. You can do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marji. I appreciate it. God bless.
Take care,
Thank you.
Dan.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right, folks. We'll be right back right after this.